Good morning, you guys. Good morning. It is 6:54 a.m. January 24th, 2025. And y'all, it's Friday morning. It's Friday. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing well this morning. I hope you slept well last night. Parked around the corner. Okay. I hope y'all slept well. Y'all, how are you doing? 6:55. I didn't even get up until 6:15, I think it was. Was it 6? No, it was 6:30. 6:31 to be exact. Yep, 6:31 to be exact. Said a quick prayer, not a great prayer, but a quick prayer. Thanking the Lord for waking me, keeping me, protecting me, and protecting us all throughout the night, waking us all up. I thanked Him. I'm gonna do that. Restarted my computer. I'm so happy it's Friday, y'all. I'm tired. I've been so drained lately. Mentally, all of that. Quickly. I want to tell y'all about 2 dreams I had. Now, I went to sleep yesterday because when I got off work, I laid here for a little bit. I talked to my daughter, and then I had to go get Lavelle. Lavelle got off at 7, but because it's closing, you gotta wait till the last person. He didn't come out until I think 7:30. He told me 7:15, but I know better. He's usually out of there between 7:30 and 8. Now, I will try to be there by 7:15, definitely, just in case he happens to stroll out a little earlier or a little sooner. So what I did was, Jeremiah's like, if you don't have to pick him up to 7, why are you leaving at 6, a whole hour? I said, it's 6:11, because really you don't have, you could eat a half an hour to get you there. But like I told him, it's Thursday after 4, maybe a little traffic. 1, 2, I'm gonna stop at the dollar store first. And you know, I drive a lot cautious. Lavelle said, you just drive too cautious. But I'm going to stop at the dollar store. You know, I don't have no money to do anything else. I'm going to stop at the dollar store first. So I did. I got Chapo 2 cans of cat food. I was going to get the 9 Lives that he liked, but they didn't have it. They had I Am. And he do eat that. They wanted $5 or $6 for it, I forget. But I was like, okay, I'll get that next time. But right now, it was the canned food to go with the dry food that he don't like. I would mix it in there, right? And then I got him a little collar to go around his neck. He fought me about it, but so far he hasn't. He only tried to take it off once. So far he's doing fine with it. I got myself some socks, and I think that was it. And some patties, I think. Left out of there, went to get Lavelle, sat there. I ended up having to wait like I thought I would. And so I sat there and I talked to my daughter. I watched Simone Ward and her husband for a minute. And then I just got tired of even just being bothered with the videos or anything. So I just sat there and talked to my daughter. Now, on the way back, we had to stop and we had to run into Walgreens. I was supposed to get tissue but forgot. I had sent Lavelle in for Jeremiah, and then Lavelle went back in for himself because he was going to wash some clothes. And he went and he grabbed, and I didn't know that's what he was doing. I was like, Lavelle, I was like, I wish you would talk to me first. I said, I told you last time, always communicate. I was like, because Gwen just bought me a whole thing of Tide, so you just, you know, you could have used that on something else. You could have got the tissue. He said, oh, you did say tissue, didn't you? I said, yeah. I said, we can get it tomorrow, whatever. But I have Tide and stuff, but that's fine. Now we just have extra. And so he got that because his intentions were to go and wash yesterday night, have Jeremiah take him. But Jeremiah was tired. And it was late by the time we got back home. What I tell you, I was tired. Now Lavelle job had something, so they had these mini beef from Portillo's, and it was crazy because he was in the car. I was like, "Ooh, I smell." And this was after he got in. I think he had moved his bag, and when he did, it shuffled, and I was like, this is when he got back in. That's what it was. He got back in the car from when he ran in, and I was like, "What's gosh? That smells good." And I love me some Portillo's, and I love beef. So I was like, "Man, something smell." He said, "Oh, our job had." He said, "So I got a." I said, "That's what you got beef in the bag." He was like, "Yeah, one of those half ones, like what he brought home last time, and a couple of sodas." I was like, I knew I was smelling some Portillo's. It smelled like Portillo's, and it didn't even have to be Portillo's. I just smelled beef. And so, anyway, we get home, I go to bed, and then later, they ended up not going to wash. He was like, maybe since I started late, you could take me, or Jeremiah could take me in the morning. I'll get up and go in the morning and wash, and then, you know, go to work. You know, I was like, I said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Because if Jeremiah's tired, I'll go and take you." And he was like, no, I'm sure. I was like, okay, I'm going to bed then. And I laid down and I nodded off. And then next thing I know, Lavelle come in the room to get something. He's like, "We finna go." I was like, "What you mean we finna go?" They were going somewhere together. I was like, "If y'all getting up to go out, y'all could have went to wash your clothes." I don't know what the story was behind that, because again, I was half awake. But when I woke up, my right leg was trying to cramp up on me. And I haven't dealt with cramps in a long time, right? But yesterday and the day before, that right leg, now the day before I was able to get the massager and turn it up high and put it on that area, I was fine. Yesterday, not so much. I had to actually get up. I ran some hot water and I had to actually walk around. I was walking around doing stuff since I'm up, because when I tell y'all that my leg was just trying to cramp up on me and I just wasn't in the mood for it. So while I was waiting for the water to, you know, get high, I was like, okay, I might as well just go and soak. I had not done that today. So at this time, it's like, no, I'm doing stuff, waiting on the water to get hot. So by the time my water was ready, it was 11 something. So I get in the bath, I'm soaking, I'm just laying there, I'm just soaking and relaxing. And I get out, you know, turn on YouTube, and I just look and I lay down. I go eventually fall asleep, and it's hard for me to sleep knowing that they're not in the house, you know. But you know, I just prayed on and went on with sleep. And so I woke up, you guys. Oh God, all I can remember about this dream, I don't know what was going on in the dream, but I knew I was going to forget. There was, it was like we were at a pool, a park-like area, and it was so real. It actually was like an apartment complex. And I'm walking around looking, and I had a little kid with me, and I'm like, oh, this is gorgeous. Look at it, somebody else. And I was like, The way the complex was set up, it was beautiful. It was somewhat futuristic, and they had, you know, how if you go to an amusement park, you got all these different pools. Well, this was a regular park, like in the back of an apartment complex. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. And there were beautiful shaped pools and different neon colors all over the place. You know, little small area pools where kids can splash and get wet, bigger ones, balls and sand, just everything in this little park-like setting, like a theme park. And then you have benches and things. You got parents sitting and reading, and the kids are playing. And I'm like, oh my God, this is awesome. Da, 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 da. And then all of a sudden, now we're still in this area. I'm not sure what happened, but it was like I was a part of some sort of security or something. I was trying to keep people safe at the same time trying to watch the child that was with me. It was all of a sudden it was a child and somebody else, as far as small person. And I kept saying, stay by me, stay by me. And then eventually I said, I want you to go over here. I want you to stay there. I don't want you to move. I don't want you to do nothing. Just be completely silent, quiet, whatever. And so it was this people, I guess, and it was like, you know how people have really long dreads hair, like Jeremiah has his locked up. It's not dreads, his is locked, but this was more like the dreads, and sometimes his looked like dreads, and they were really long. I mean, like down to your ankles long, and the dreads were moving. They were able to throw their hair and move it, and it would infuse with you, like, and you can see it like moving throughout your body and all of this people's body, and it would, I guess, change them. So anyway, we thought we had it under control, right? So it was a group of people that some of the security people that were there with us that was trying to get everything under control. They had this group of people. And they took these people off to, I guess, safety. And then as I'm walking around, I'm thinking, because it had got pretty silent. And I was like, you know what? How do we know? I said, have we heard it from anybody from that rescue team? I said, how do we know that it was not somebody disguised? And everybody that we just sent off for safety are actually unsafe. And sure enough, that's what it was. Because all of a sudden, it pans over to where they are. And all the people are sitting there with their mouths open. And their skin color is changed because the hair or whatever fused in with them. I'm like, okay. And I woke up. Now, when I woke up I woke up trying to breathe. And I felt strange, like it actually was happening to me or something. Like, when I woke up, I was laying there and I was looking around, and I was trying to breathe, and I just had this strange feeling in my chest. I was like, oh my God, like, the dream wasn't scary or anything like that, right? And now my head is hurting again. I'm like, oh, what the hell? Like, my head is just, dun, 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 dun. It was driving me nuts. Now, when I was in the tub, I will say this, I did pour me a cup of milk, which I shouldn't have done, to go with, from the dollar store. I also got some little vanilla cookies, because we didn't have anything sweet. Sometimes you just want something sweet. So I grabbed some little cookies, $1.25. And I was dipping, I have 4, and I dip it in the milk. Now, I poured a little bit too much milk, so what I'm going to do, throw the milk out. I was like, let me drink the milk, knowing that my body don't have the milk like it used to. Now, that could be what's contributing to the headache, because I've been in the bathroom all morning. Like, even right now, I really have to go to the bathroom. It is what it is. So that's the state I woke up in. I was just like, you know, and I swear my head was banging, and it just felt like something had just happened. You know, I felt it. It was just, I couldn't even explain that feeling. And I just was looking around like, you know, eventually it was like, okay. I get up, I check everything in the house. They not here yet, and I just lay on back down. Everything in me wanted to text, hey, y'all okay? Okay? Nope. Pray on them. I prayed on them, leave it alone. I laid back down, watched whatever was on, I think. I don't even know. I think I went right back to sleep. The second dream I just had, which is what woke me up, and since I did all that talking, I forgot all about what the second dream was. I forgot what the second dream was, but it was crazy. It's what I just woke up off of. If it comes back to me, I'll tell you. Dang it. That's what I get for talking so much. I don't remember. Oh, the second dream. It started off with me with my sister and some kids, and Lavelle's kids. We were going to visit a church. Not my dad's church. My other sister's church. That's where we're going to visit, right? Now, my dad's church was already in order. They were already having service. And for some reason, the kids had to pee. My sister decided for some reason to go to my dad's church, to go in, to take the kids to pee, and then go back out, which didn't make sense because it's a small church. But when you walk in, we walk in like it was set up like the church, New St. Mark Church, okay, that we used to go to. It was set up like that, similar. And so, but somewhat also like Holy Miracle. It was weird. When you walk through the door, that's where the pastor and everybody is sitting up on the, stage, I guess. And so we walk in and we walk behind them, and that causes people to look back, and the people that's already out in the congregation looking that way, they can see us. And so we walk in with the kids, we kind of quiet, trying to, and take them to use the bathroom, and then we walk back out. And before we can get out, my dad comes to the door. He comes out to the door. He said, y'all not coming to church? And we was like, yeah, but we're going to visit Tiffany's church. He was like, oh. I said the kids just needed to use the bathroom, which I just didn't understand the reason behind that. And so all of a sudden, one of the ladies come and she grabbed me because they were having like some kind of play or something. They were putting on some kind of talent show, and so she needed some assistance. People when we were walking through were singing and stuff, and she's like, I need your help with that. I said, I was just coming. I don't even know. She's like, don't worry about it. You're just gonna follow my lead. I was like, I don't even sing like that no more. I can't even just follow my lead. I was like, oh, now I'm stuck up there, and she's doing this show where she's singing. It's like comical where she's singing something, and I had to follow her lead. I should go, I can't see out my left eye today, and I go, I can't see out both. That's kind of the way she told me. That's what I took out of what she said to do. And so when she said that, and I said, I can't see out of both, everybody was cracking up. It was kind of comical. Even I was cracking up, and she kind of was like, oh, like that's not what I meant. I was like, you the one grabbed me, and so then it was my dad's turn. Dad, Gwen, and somebody else. It's like all of a sudden now we back in this line behind the curtain. I'm watching them practice and things. I'm like, Dad, you gonna be okay? You gonna be able to do that? We're like that. And it was other people in the line we were talking to. And so my dad goes, like now we out in the congregation, and my dad comes out. They doing this thing where they like you know how the college kids do the line dance, the stepping, do it and all that. So he had this part where he stepped, and it was like he kind of flipped. And I was like, oh my God, how is he gonna need help getting up? Like, well, why would you do something like that? And so he's laying there. So the pastor and somebody else come down to go and pick him up, but they couldn't, and they end up dragging and pulling, and then somebody else, and then one Zeta came out of nowhere, like, I got it, and then the pastor gonna say, just leave me out of it. So, and I'm looking at this, and it pissed me off. I was like, and I got up, I was like, why would you even say something like that? Why would you even go over there and assist if you wasn't really trying to assist? Don't you think that was rude? And his facial expression was like, I was like, and I mean, it pissed me off, and I went in. I don't care who saw or whatever, because that was ugly, wrong, and just downright rude. Like, who the hell? What? And you the pastor? And we're not doing this, not with my dad. No, no, the hell we not. It could have been anybody, and if I seen and heard that, no, bruh, that ain't cool. That, what kind of pastor are you? Right? You could have just stayed your butt up there and pretend like you didn't see and let somebody else who actually cared try to help. But to not really care and then dragging somebody around, then, just, what? I don't know where you come from, but that ain't how we do it. And I'm just heated. And the pastor, this is what woke me up, because the pastor wasn't the pastor at the church where we go to. It was a pastor that at New St. Mark Church that we used to go to. It was that pastor. That pastor, he looked like, I was like, oh no, it was war at that point as far as I was concerned. And I woke up. It was 6:31 and time to move. I was just like heated. And I just remember that his face. I remember looking at his face. It was like I'm like, really? I was so mad when I woke up. Like, who the hell? What the? My dad was just kind of laying there, like, and I was a little heated with him too. Like, why the hell would you do a stunt like that? And in the dream, he was, a little bit younger, obviously. But still, for some reason, I was like, why would you, I was just like, really? It was just a weird dream. Both dreams are just weird. They were just weird. It really was. And I don't know. Like I said, I did a quick prayer this morning. I will, knowing me, pray throughout the day, as I usually try to do, especially as I'm working. Lord, help me. But also, just, keep everybody out there, that's moving and about, in and out, in the cold weather. Those who don't have shelter and food, and Lord, just keep our people safe. Keep my brothers and sisters, my family, everyone safe. Help them as they go throughout their day. With the simplest things. Not just the most difficult, but also the simplest things, because sometimes the simplest things, if left too long, become one of the most difficult. And that's just true. We'll go ahead and get back on my women's multivitamins. I've been trying to remind myself to do that. And yesterday, I found my women's daily with iron. I simply don't have anymore as of late. Every time I try to get some from the dollar store, I just can't afford to be spending all that money on this, right now, but I will, on the things that I need for myself at some point. Right now, just be like this, what's needed. Yeah. I also went online yesterday. I was trying to find a leave-in conditioner that I used to buy from Dr. Miracle, and it's not available. I'm like, where is it? That stuff really felt good, and it worked. I did see the other supplies that I wanted, so I put them in the basket, but it'll be a while before I order everything, or can order everything, but I will, because I have to get my hair back healthy. I just do. I just felt so, yesterday I was like, oh my God, it was bugging me so much to know that I had damaged it to that extreme. It could be long all they want to, but who wants long unhealthy hair? But yeah, so I'm gonna leave it at right here, you guys. It's 7:18. I'm gonna go ahead and get set up. Actually, yeah, I'll wait till I have to go to the bathroom again, to be honest. I don't want to be stuck in the bathroom, so I'm gonna just go ahead and sign in and everything, and just wait as long as I can. I think my first break, sometime they switch it up, As of late, it's either been 9:15 to 9:30, or it's been 9:30 to 9:45. My lunch has either been 11:15 to 11:45, or it's been 11:30 to 12. So, depending on, I don't know what time Lavelle had to get up. Actually, on my first break, if he's not up, I will, wake him up. I hate when they do stuff like that. But I learn. Yeah, I bought some socks from the dollar store. They were, I bought 2 packs. They were 3 for $125. I was gonna buy one of the real thick pair to walk around the house in. But I didn't. I just bought the 3-pack because Lavelle had to wash, so he got all his clothes together. So he came in and got the last pair that I had. I don't know what happened to my socks. I bought a pack. I put them in this drawer. I only wore one out the pack. I don't know what happened. So I bought some more and I put it in the drawer on the side, so I could just keep up with them. Shouldn't be the hardest thing to keep up with, the socks, but sorry, I'm trying to chew that gummy. Those gummies are teeth in the back is not as like they used to be, and them things are pretty sweet. They sweet. Anyway, all done. 7:21. I'm gonna take one puff of this inhaler, and I try to do 2 puffs in the morning, not every morning. I did one already, but I'm gonna do one more, and I'm gonna go ahead on and get started. My poor fingernails, they trying to hang in there. Probably later I'll just put some black on them. But like I told y'all, they only seem to want to grow when I put something on them. Instead of fake nails on them, I just decided, let me just this was a while ago. I bought some $1.25 black from the dollar store, and so I just been putting that on. And as y'all can see, pinky growing back. They're all growing back, but all growing back. So we'll see how long they get. I'll try to. It's tough though, because I'm constantly in the water and stuff. That's why these are constantly chipping. And today, I kept looking at, while I was in the bathroom, since I'm in there, I might as well clean it too, right? It's just a habit. And I kept looking at this soap Lavelle got that I hate because it bleeds. And it's the color of my shirt. And so it just be running. And so I was like, what can I put that soap? And I remember, girl, you got all them all those candle tops, right? Remember I showed y'all I had different types of candle tops? And so I grabbed the wooden like one, and I put it in there, and that's what his soap is sitting on. Because I'm tired of that. It's just, and then I wash the tub out. So I said, stuff like that, it really does come in handy. You can use it for coffee mug. You can use it for people that smoke ashtrays. You can decorate it if you want to, or give it like it is, because some of them already are quite decorative, depending on what type of candle you buy. I'm sorry, y'all keep seeing me do this, but sometimes it gets a little tangled in the back, and this is just my way of untangling it, because I will not buy nothing else. Whatever, this gonna last. Anyway, seriously, I gotta go. 7:23. Guys, have a great Friday morning. Have a great and wonderful weekend. A safe weekend. Remember, say your prayers, not just for yourself, family, friends, and loved ones, but all of our brothers and sisters in Christ this morning. Remember to treat people the way the Lord would and expect great things. I'm expecting great things to happen to me, through me, and for me. One great thing is I'll be able to go ahead and get my job done quickly, smoothly, and hopefully won't have to go on the phone at all today. Okay? Because Fridays can be like Mondays. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Have a great morning. Bye.